What up, Raffleators? Welcome back to my channel. Today we want to talk about land and how easy it is to purchase land in Guyana. So Kanye West recently bought a ranch in Wyoming for $14 million. And Kanye fancies himself to be a real estate developer, and he's been acquiring property around the country of recent. And there's talk about family moving to Wyoming. And this leads to the question, how easy is it to get land in Guyana relative to the US? Is it easier to get land in the US than it is to get land in Guyana? And are foreigners, are citizens of other countries allowed to purchase land in Guyana? These are some of the questions I've gotten in the comments and by email from some of the viewers. And today I want to answer some of these questions. And that is, how to purchase land in Guyana. Stay tuned.
Oh, this is my day. I'm ready to take it on, come what may.
So guys, how easy is it to purchase land in Guyana? Well, the answer is it's relatively easy if you have money, right? So if you have a lot of money, purchasing anything anywhere in the world is easy. It's probably not as easy as purchasing land in the USA if you're an American citizen, but there are three ways to purchase land in Guyana, and I'm going to go through them for you. In other words, three ways in which you can acquire property or land in Guyana, and that is if you're a Guyanese or a foreigner. So that is an answer to question one. The question one was, can you buy land in Guyana if you are a foreigner, if you are a citizen of another country? The answer is yes. You're allowed to purchase land or to lease land in Guyana if you are a citizen of another country, and corporations do it all the time. There are lots of Chinese companies in Guyana doing forestry and logging and setting up companies on land in Guyana. So yes, if you're a foreigner, you can purchase land in Guyana. But what are the three ways to purchase land or to acquire land in Guyana? The first way, number one, is through an agent. So you can go through a real estate agent and they will find available property or land for you and negotiate the purchase. So that's the easiest way to go about it. If you have a lot of money, then you can hire a real estate agent and they will arrange for the acquisition of land. That's the simplest way. Number two is you can register, if you're a citizen, you can register for land with the housing authority. So the Guyana Housing Authority has plans to share out land or to make land available to citizens on a first come first served basis, and you need to put your name on a list. Now I went this route when I came back 5 years ago. I put my name on a list, and 5 years later I don't have any land. So this is probably the most difficult way to get land, but it is one way in which Guyanese who don't have a lot of money can get small plots of land to build houses. And number three is you need to go through the investment process. So if you come in as an investor and you have plans to hire Guyanese and to create jobs, there is a route through investment in which you can purchase or lease land. And this usually goes through the Department of Lands and Surveys. Now I'm in the process of going through this kind of land acquisition purchase. If you know my previous video, and I put a link to it here, I talked about setting up smart homes, building a smart homes community. Well, the way to do that, the starting step to do that is to create a plan and to deliver that plan to the housing department, and you can do that with the assistance of Go Invest. So there is the Guyana Agency for Investment. Go Invest will also allow persons to or assist persons in presenting a case or their plans or their project to the housing department, that is the Department of Lands and Surveys, and they will help you to go through the process of qualifying for land through investment. But I'll go through the steps or the requirements for you and tell you exactly what my experience has been so far. Okay, so the first thing you need to do if you're going to lease land for investment in Guyana is you need to contact the Department of Lands and Surveys. Right, they're located in the lodge area, that is the lodge end of Hatfield Street Lodge. So you need to contact them and inform them of your intention to acquire land. The second thing they will ask you for is to present a plan or a project plan for how you plan to use this land. It will involve telling them how many acres of land you need, telling them where you prefer the land to be located at, telling them things like how large is your investment, how many people you will employ, what type of business you'll be doing, and so on. The third thing you need to do is you need to go out and look for appropriate areas that you would like to acquire land in. So a lot of the land along the coast has already been assigned, has been given out. A lot of it has already been is occupied, even though it's vacant. In other words, people have already acquired this land. So what you need to do is to find areas, perhaps inland, further away from the coast, and areas that are available that you would like to set up your business, and then they will tell you whether that land is available. And then finally, you need to make the purchase because the land is going to cost you some money. So you need to be able to present evidence that you have the resources, the finances to purchase the land. Right? So in my case, I'm going to probably go through investment, get investors, and put together the package, investment package to sell smart homes. And from that, from the down payments of purchasers, buyers, these what do you call them? First level one, first buyers, we will be able to put together a financial package to cover the cost of the land, the initial purchase of the land. So that is how I intend to do it. My experience is that the Lands and Survey Department so far has been quite straightforward and clear in their explanations about the availability of land and about what it requires, what they will require. And I haven't been given a price yet, but then I haven't really decided on the location in which I plan to locate my community, my smart homes community. But as the process progresses, I will give you feedback and give you information on the process of acquiring land through investment. Now, this land is most likely to be leased, so you probably will not be able to purchase the mineral rights for this kind of land, although there are other ways. For example, if you wanted to purchase land for mining, or you want to purchase land for forestry, logging, and so on, there are ways to do that that allows you to also pay for the mineral rights. But the land for housing and building and so on, kind of smart homes that I want to build, doesn't necessarily involve mineral rights. And that is one way in which it's probably different from purchasing land in the US, because property laws and land rights in the US include mineral rights in most regions of the country, right? But not so much so in Guyana unless you explicitly purchase that. I hope this information is helpful. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. In the comments below, tell me how difficult it is to purchase land or to acquire land in the country where you now live, and tell me whether you think it's more difficult or less difficult to acquire land in Guyana. And remember to share this video with friends and family around the world and let them know what's happening in Guyana. Later!
So bright, flowers in her hair, and the band is blowing